Hey everybody, it's Liz, the official craft nerd, and welcome to my channel. So today we've got a couple of really quick, easy projects that we can throw together using things from our stash. Now I had that picture frame for quite a bit, and I just gave it a nice coat of paint and plaster. And then I'm taking this material that I've had laying around forever, which is kind of like a French themed fabric that I picked up probably from Hobby Lobby many years ago. And what I want to do is create kind of a giant finger bow style bow. So as you see here, I'm just taking some of these strips and I'm just going to loosely wrap around my hand a few different times just to create a couple of bundles that we will tie together and create a bow for our frame. Just tie an extra strip around the center just to keep it together, and then I'm gonna just basically fluff this out, spread out all those little roundy sections there just to kind of make the bow a little bit fuller. And then my next step is going to be creating the tassels that I want to hang from my bow. So we're going to make sure that the bow is going to be placed at the bottom of this frame, but I want it to have a nice long flowing tassel. And so I'm using more of that French fabric strip, and then I'm using this white fabric that actually was a part of, like, I think it was like an adult costume tutu, because it was fairly large tutu and we didn't need it, so I just repurposed that and created strips from that as well. So I'm just putting together as many strips of fabric as I want, because it just really depends on how full you want those tassels to be. And so once I had it really where I wanted it to be, then I'm going to go ahead and get that glued on to my bow. Now, in order to do this, I am going to just tie a bit around the middle of this just to keep it all together. And then we will glue this section to the finger bow that we just previously created to create one giant bow. And with this white fabric, I thought it was a little thick, so I did kind of go in and trim it up and separate it, so it created an even fuller look to this. So here is where I was saying we are going to glue these two together, and then we will attach it to the bottom of our frame. And I do want to apologize, this camera angle is not the best. I have a very small work space when it comes to being able to shoot my crafting videos right now. And so I just try to make it work as best as I can, but I am looking into different ways that I can showcase these videos so you have a better view of what I'm doing. But for now, this is just going to have to work. So as you can see here, I am gluing it to the frame. I did take another strip of that fabric and I'm going to wrap it around the front and the back of the frame and tie it up as well. That's just going to give it an extra hold even with the glue, just to make sure that that bow is not going anywhere. So I like the length of it. I think it looks good. We are going to add a little bit of detail to this as well. I have these really cute lavender floral picks that I picked up from this really sweet little Japanese dollar store that we have down here in Texas called Daisyo. And I'm sure some states have this. I don't think every state has them, but I think it is a very cute store, and they have a lot of crafty things. So I'm just going to glue a few of these little flower pieces to the frame. And my glue gun is like, seriously, it is the whole time I'm doing this, it's just oozing glue out. So it was extremely hot, and yeah, I don't know. I'm still getting used to this glue gun, but I do love my Ryobi stuff. So it is what it is, y'all. But as you can tell, I'm just taking a little bit of glue here and there, and we're going to just secure 2 of these picks on both sides of the frame. Of course, you can use whatever floral pieces that you like. I just really like the lavender and felt like it works for spring / going into summer. It's not my favorite time of year, you guys. I am more of a fall baby for sure, so I definitely like those fall colors a lot more, but we're going to do stuff for those that do enjoy spring and do love summer, and these flowers are just, again, super pretty, and I think lavender is very, very versatile, so you can probably put this anywhere if this is your type of decor. And while I'm continuing to talk about this, I just want you guys to know that if you are new here, I really appreciate y'all stopping by again. You're the reason that I keep doing this. I love hearing stories of you guys trying these projects out for yourself. And I'm just wanting to welcome every single person if you're new. And if you are a returning nerdy family member, thank you guys so much for continuing to be on this journey with me. So with that out of the way, you saw I put a little decal there. I always call it a decal, but just a little, you know, accentuating piece, which is just a piece of a pearl that was on a barrette I think I got from Dollar Tree. And then we just added some ribbon. That was it for this project. It was super easy, super quick to do, and I think it is definitely shabby chic. It is something that I just think is super adorable and anybody can make using things from your own stash. Tell me what y'all think about this one down in the comments below. And I do want to say that this video is a part of a Craft Your Stash playlist, which is hosted by my buddy Julia over at the Mug Life DIY, and her co-host this time is Crafting with Maria. Check out all of these ladies. They have some incredible projects. They are so gifted and so talented, and I am always honored and blessed when they ask me to be a part of these playlists with them. It is so fun to work with these ladies, and I will have the link down in my description below. Please check out everybody's videos. You're going to love them. Okay, you guys, this project I think was so much fun to do, and it took a little bit of extra creativity to come up with it, but I think it's super fun. So this is a little teacup playset thing from Dollar Tree. And the wood pieces that I'm using are actually an old dominoes game, and I just like the size of these little boards. So we're going to use those, and then I'm actually cutting these toys in half as you see here, because I wanted it to have like a 3D effect coming off of the little wood board here. So I did cut this teacup in half, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut the teapot as well. Now definitely be careful when you guys are doing this. I do use some heavy-duty clippers. It is not like super hard. I mean, this is very thin plastic. Cheap plastic is going to cut through, but pieces will fly off and they can be sharp. So, you know, if you want to maybe sand them down, definitely do that. But as you see here, I'm just kind of wiggling those clippers around, getting it to where at some point I can just snap the back of this off. And for the most part, it really does come off pretty clean and even. But again, you guys know, if you've watched me long enough, that I'm not too worried about things being perfect. So even if it's a little busted looking, it's going to be okay. It is going to be okay. It is still going to look cool. You're going to love it. So again, be careful with the hot glue and gluing these pieces down. But I just wanted to have this really cool effect with the tea kettle at the top and the teacup at the bottom. And you'll see why here in just a second. So once we have our pieces glued down the way that we like it, the design that we want to do, we're going to come back and paint over these. Now, if you have the ability to go out and I think spray painting these will probably do a better coverage quicker. I just didn't have the time this time around to go and spray paint these. So I did end up doing a few different coats over the toys because they're bright colors. So, you know, you're going to have to put a couple of layers to get it completely coated. And then we're going to coat the wood as well. When that is done, I'm taking my Dixie Belle wax. It's just a brown wax, and it's going to give me that vintage, aged, eclectic look that I love. And we're just going to gently wipe the wax over top of all of the little details, which these little toys had. They had like little designs on them that you really couldn't see with the colors. But when you do this technique and you paint them white and then you add this this wax over top, it does bring those out, which I really thought was adorable. And of course, I'm going to get the wood as well, just around the edges, just to age it up, dirty it up a little bit, because again, it's what I like to do, y'all. It's one of my favorite things to do. And there's really no rhyme or reason to this, just taking paper towel and getting some of this wax over those edges, over the corners, and having it look as aged as you like. And if it gets to be a little too much, you can always take, like I am here, a sanding block and just kind of sand it down a little bit, and it also helps. Now, to get to the look that I was going for with this, I'm taking just a piece of pink fabric ribbon. And the thought process is I'm using that to make it look like this tea kettle is actually pouring tea into my teacup. So I'm putting a little bit of glue in the spout, and then I'm going to stick my ribbon down in there, and then I'm just going to glue the ribbon down into the cup. So that's really there. And again, this is so easy to do because you don't have to have it be perfect, but just kind of arrange the ribbon like you like, and then have it flow down into the cup and just add the glue to secure it. Now, my battery died on my Ryobi, so I'm using another glue gun here, and I'm fixing the second piece here with just adding some of the ribbon on the top of this stacked pile of teacups, and I'm just going to have it look like it's kind of spilling out and down around to the base of this this board. These are like little wall pieces that we're going to hang up, so I am going to add some fabric, just some white ribbon, and we're going to use that to put on the back of these so you can hang them up on your walls. There are other ways you could do it. You could put blocks on the back of these and have them stand up if you would prefer it, but I don't know, I just like the ability to be able to hang these up. I think these will look great in your kitchen. They will look good in a little girl's room if they like to have like tea parties. I don't know. It was just something that, you know, I don't know if I'm the only one that does this. I'm pretty sure I'm not, but you walk down those kids aisles, especially at like Dollar Tree, and you see all these cute little toys, and your mind goes a mile, 100 miles an hour trying to figure out how can I make that into something really cool, use those toys to create something that is, age appropriate for me. So this is how these two turned out, and this is what they look like when you get to hang them up. And again, I love them. They're so cute, adorable. I'm obsessed. And again, it's just with stuff that I've had sitting in my stash. So definitely don't be afraid to bust out the things that you already have. You don't have to go and spend a bunch of money to create really cool projects. And yeah, I just hope you guys love this as much as I do. Again, if you're new, I hope you subscribe. I hope you stick around and see what I do next. And if you're a returner, I love y'all so much. Thank you for always supporting me on my journey. Let me know what you guys think of these projects down below. And again, don't forget to check everybody else's videos out. You will not regret it. Till next time, you guys, stay safe. Love y'all.